Welcome. Poetry Changes Lives, my book of poetry and history and a thought for the day. Every day of the year. Here's the book. There's a hardcover version as well. poetrychangeslives.com is the website where you can read all about it and buy the book if you wish, or you can get it direct from Amazon, of course. It does make a nice present to give people. It's a nice book to read, I think, as well. It gives you a little bit of history each day, what happened on this day or that, and a poem linked to it, and a thought for the day. And, I enjoyed writing it because it gave me a lot of information, actually, that I didn't already know. And it might do the same for you, And it makes a nice present to give people if you can't think of anything else to give them. Let me demonstrate what's in the book. On this day in 1478, that's 500 years ago at least, Sir Thomas More, the English humanist writer and statesman, was born. More was a great scholar and a pious man as well. In his youth, he considered joining a monastery, but he didn't. Instead, he wrote several books, including the well-known book Utopia. That's still a word we use today. It described an imaginary land where laws were made on the basis of what was right and good for people, and a kind of communism existed. It was very sort of forward-thinking for its time. It brought him to the attention of the English King Henry VIII, one of the most vicious and nasty kings we've ever had in this country. More rose to become the king's chief advisor, and that was a dangerous position to hold, as he himself discovered. Henry, the king, began a tortuous quest to justify, in the eyes of the church, his proposed divorce from his loving and good wife, Catherine of Aragon. And Thomas More found himself having to choose between his king and his God. And it was a terrible choice that he made. He chose in favor of God and gave his life as a result, because a furious King Henry was so incensed that his chief advisor had chosen in favor of his religious beliefs that he had the man imprisoned and executed for treason. Well, Thomas More went to his execution, his final words being, "The king's good servant, but God's first." During his imprisonment, shortly before his execution, he wrote some poetry, some of it very fine. I'm going to read this verse he wrote I think the day before he was executed, actually. "I, flattering fortune, look thou ne'er so fair, or ne'er so pleasantly begin to smile, as though thou wouldst my ruin all repair. During my life thou shalt not me beguile. Trust not, trust shall I God to enter in erewhile, his haven of havens sure and uniform. After a calm I still expect the storm. Long was I, Lady Luck, your serving man, and now have lost again all that I got. When, therefore, I think of you now and then, and in my mind remember this and that, ye may not blame me, though I shrew your cat. In faith I bless you, and 1,000 times, for lending me some leisure to make rhymes." He's said to have written that on a piece of coal that he got from the fireplace in his prison cell. A sad end for a man who was in many ways true to his beliefs and a good man. Today I will try to learn from the example of those that have difficult choices to make, yet manage to choose the right one no matter what the cost. Thank you for listening today.